Hello viewers, I remain Beatrice Christopher from Statistics Scribe. God's willing, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to import data sets from IBM Spss Statistics into R or RStudio. Okay, so quickly I'm going to show you 3 different ways of doing that. I'm going to show you how to use the read_sav function, the file menu, and the import dataset option. Okay, so quickly I'm going to begin with the read_sav function. Okay, you can actually use that either using your R script or R console. So a point to note is the fact that before you import any data from IBM Spss Statistics into R or RStudio, you need to install Haven should you not have it installed. So I already have mine installed. If you don't have it, you can actually check our tutorials on how to install Haven. Okay, so quickly I have the Haven installed. So the first thing I need to do is to call the Haven using the library function. So I have library, open bracket, then I have Haven. So I'm calling it, press enter. So I've activated. Now the next thing is I need to use the read_sav function. Okay, then having the read_sav function here, this time around there are 2 ways. One way is to use the file.choose. This is used mostly if you don't know the path or probably you want to locate it yourself. Okay, you press enter. This is my dialog box. You can navigate through where you have it. Like in my own case, I have my file in my desktop, the file I want to use. So you can see here I have split plot design. This is what I want to use. You can actually click on it and open it. So here it is. This is my data set here, but this is not just the only way. I can decide to clear this off. The same thing, maybe I have my library, which is Haven, right? Click, then I want read_sav, open parenthesis. I don't want to use the file.choose. Now this time around, the option here differs. It depends on what machine you're using. If you're using Mac, it means you use a single // like in my own case, I'm using Mac machine. So all I have to do is you have your double quotes, which is necessary, then your file path, if you know your file path. Since I know my file path, I know it's on the desktop, and I'll type in desktop. Okay, then /, just a single / for Mac users. Then the file name is split plot design, right? I already know that, which is split plot design. Okay, then I have .sav, which is the file extension, okay, for the data set in IBM Spss Statistics, and you can press enter. This is my data, as you can see here. Okay, then should you be using maybe a PC, so it's going to be read. Before then, you have to activate your library. I'm just making it from the scratch so you'd understand. Library is Haven. Since it's our prerequisite, you need it, it's necessary. Then I have read_sav, open parenthesis. This time around, if you're using PC, you'll have to locate the file. So let's assume it's in drive C. It's going to be C, uppercase C. Then you have colon. If you're using PC, it has to be // like this. Then the location, let's say, is under users. Okay, then another // like this. Maybe under users, probably it's located, let's say, maybe in desktop. Okay, let's say it's desktop. Okay, then under desktop, probably maybe it's located in a folder called Statistics Scribe. Okay, this is just an example. Statistics Scribe. Then let's say in Statistics Scribe is where the file is. Then I'll call it maybe split plot design.sav. Okay, remember it has to be in quotes, so I'll have to put it in quotes. It's my bad. Maybe before the C here to be double quotes, and after SAV double quotes. Okay, then you hit enter. Now because I'm not using PC in this case, I'll have an error. Okay, so quickly, this is it, an error. So you see it does not exist because I'm not using a PC. Okay, so for PC users, this is the procedure to that. Okay, now I'd like you to know that it makes more sense if you put this into a variable. That means what I'm saying is if you define a variable and put this inside. Okay, so let's see, this is the ideal way of doing it for both PC and Mac users. So I have library, I'm calling my library, which is Haven. Then I want to use the read underscore SAV, but this time around I want to put it in a variable called analysis. Okay, then I have analysis. Let's see, my analysis, it's just an example. My analysis defined by, now I want to call the function read underscore SAV, open parenthesis. So you can use any of the methods there you want to use. So in this case, let's say I want to use file.choose, which is the easiest, file.choose. Now in file.choose, I'll have to navigate it myself, the open parenthesis, then enter. You locate where it is. So if I want to be fast, probably I can just search it here, maybe just say, or come to my desktop here, click on it, then click. That's all. You see, check, this is my environment. Is showing me that I have a data called my analysis with 72 observations of 4 variables, right? So in this case, now if you observe the difference between this and the previous one is that it did not display my data set. So if I want my data sets to be displayed, all I have to do is write the variable name. In this case, I have my analysis, right? My analysis, then you press enter. So I hope you understand this method. So you can actually apply the same thing in the R script pane here. Okay, so let's say I want to apply the same thing. I'll just use one example just to show you that you can actually do same thing here in place of the R console. I can decide to say library, open parenthesis, Haven. I can type it, maybe everything together in lines of codes, which is more preferable, so you can easily debug. Haven, I have Haven, then I want to save it as probably maybe my data this time around, defined by, I want to read it, read underscore SAV, open parenthesis, then, so this time around, let's say I already know where it is, like I did previously. So double quotation, I know it's in desktop. Under desktop, since I'm using Mac, I use single forward slash. Under desktop, the folder is split plots design, right, .sav. Okay, I can run the whole lines of codes here using this run button, or if you're using Mac or PC, you can use command enter and control enter respectively, depending on the machine you're using. Okay, so I'm using the run here. Observe, it has replaced it. Here I have my data, 72 observations of 4 variables. Now I want to view what's inside my data. I can decide to come down to the next line of code, which is line 3, and type in my data. Okay, now you can run this since R has registered the library Haven and it has registered or entered my data as a variable name with this into its workspace. You can just run this line of code alone by selecting it and clicking on run or command enter or control enter, depending on the machine you're using, as you can see here. Or if you like, once you just select anywhere in the lines of code, it could be at the end, it could be at the middle, you can run it also, it will still run. Can you see it anywhere? So I hope you understand this method. Now I'm going to use the second method, which is called the file menu approach. So I want to use file menu, permit me to erase this and permit me to clear this off also. Clear this off so I'll have a clean slate. So quickly I'm going to my file here, come to file, then the next thing is you come to import dataset. Okay, so import dataset, this time around importing it from Word SPSS. So quickly you click on SPSS, Then the file directory, as you can see, the prerequisite is library, right? So in this case, click on browse, look for where it is, navigate through. Then mine is in desktop. This is it, split plot design. Click, then open. Here everything is set. The next thing is, you've seen the data set here. All you have to do is import it, and here it is. This is one way. Then the last method is using the import dataset from your environment pane. Okay, so permit me also to come to my import dataset here, which is similar to the file menu here because you have the same dialog box. So check, you click on import dataset, then from SPSS you click, you see same dialog box, then click on browse. Then next thing is you navigate through. If you don't know where it is, you can search. So you navigate, come into my desktop, I know where it is. I have split plot design, click on it, then okay. Here comes the data again. All you have to do is click on import, and here it is. That's all for that. So I hope you like this video. Kindly like, share, subscribe, hit on the notification bell for more updates. Thank you for watching.